Hey there, my name is Megan and welcome back to my channel. I normally do home sort of DIY macrame videos, and currently I am 38 weeks pregnant, and so what I wanted to do today was share with you what I'm packing in my hospital bag. So I know it's sort of different from what I normally do, but it is a real thing that's happening in my life and I wanted to share it with you guys. So for the last 4 to 6 weeks, I've been watching nursery videos, hospital videos, hospital bag videos, and I love them. I feel like I've done a lot of research. Some of my favorite videos that I've watched are videos from second and third time moms who are sharing what they're packing in their hospital bags because they're not overpacking, and I was really concerned about that. Usually when I take a trip, I overpack, I bring way too much, and then I feel overwhelmed, or I just feel like I wasted space in my bag. So I really was very careful when I compiled my list of things that I wanted to include in my bag. I made sure that it was things that I would only need and only use, and so hopefully that is true. And I'm going to share those things with you guys today. Side note, I will link everything that I am talking about below in the description box if you have any questions. A lot of the things that I purchased are from Amazon, so that's really easy to find. Some of my toiletries are a little bit more specialized, especially like my face wash and my shampoo and conditioner, things like that, but I will still link those things below. I just don't know if you'll be able to find them on Amazon. I've never been a patient in a hospital before. I'm very, very, very nervous about that. And from what I know about hospital gowns, they're very uncomfortable. So I decided to get on Amazon and order a hospital gown that I could wear in the hospital and be comfortable while I'm laboring. And I did some research. There are quite a few on Amazon to choose from. But I chose this one because I felt like it was the best option for me and my body type and the type of labor that I hope to have. So it has a sort of like a floral print on it. Well, it is a floral print. Blue background. I didn't love the prints on this. The brand is Baby Be Mine. I thought a lot of the prints were just kind of loud, and I'm a little bit more of a muted sort of neutral person, and this was the closest thing into like in my comfort zone that I could find on there. But it is quite large. It's a small medium, which is fine because I'm only going to wear this while I'm still pregnant, and I am quite large right now. But the large, extra large apparently is very large after reading the reviews. So I'm about 5'6" and I weigh about 184 pounds right now. So if you plan to order this, I would get a small medium if you're around my size. It is still a little loose. Actually has quite a bit of room, which is fine. It has a little tie that goes right underneath the chest area, like an empire waist. From there, it opens up. So it has complete access to the front of you. And then the back buttons down completely so that if they need access to your back for any reason, I'm pretty sure that's for an epidural, they can just unbutton it. Hospital gowns are open in the back, so that's perfect. And then what I loved about it, besides the actual like fit of it, is that the shoulders come undone for immediate chest to chest after you have your baby. I'm sorry, skin to skin after you have your baby. So that's what appealed to me most. It wasn't something that you had to untie or that went around your neck. I don't like halter tops. This was great because you could just unsnap it, fold it down like a bib, and then have chest to chest contact. Or I keep saying chest to chest. Skin to skin contact. So that is what I will be wearing while I'm laboring. Hopefully the hospital lets me wear it. From what I've read, there's never been an issue with anybody bringing their own hospital gown as long as it had an opening in the back. So hopefully I'll be more comfortable than in a hospital gown, because I've heard they're really scratchy and itchy and just, I I don't care what I look like. I want to be comfortable. I know that that's a huge thing, like mentally for me. If I'm not comfortable, it's really hard for me to relax. And I'm going to try to have an unmedicated birth, and I think this will help greatly. The second thing I got was a pair of pajamas to wear after the birth, and I found this at H&M. It's just a striped, like button down nightgown, and it buttons down the front. It's a little bit longer, and I like it because it buttons down the front. So I can just open the button, breastfeed if I want to. It's really loose and comfortable. It's very soft. It was very inexpensive. And I think this is something that I will want to wear after I have the baby when I'm at home too. I have a couple of these that I've been wearing while I've been pregnant that I got just at like TJ Maxx. And I think I'll continue to wear them after, just because of the button access in the front and them still feeling like a nightgown. So very cute, still at H&M, quite oversized. I did get a medium and it does fit me now being pregnant, but it's going to transition well into after labor, I think, because it'll still be loose, but it won't be giant. I also ordered from Amazon a robe to wear in the hospital. A couple of the videos I watched and a couple of the blog posts I read, after you have the baby, it's nice to have just a robe to wear. So I have options. I have the striped pajama gown that I can wear, or I have this robe. I have to say I'm really impressed with this brand. It wasn't a very expensive robe. I think it was only $20. It's Sioro, S-I-O-R-O. I did order an extra large and I ordered the longer length. It actually might have been more like $24, but it is so soft. So soft. I can't wait to wear this, and I'm going to pack it in my bag, but I want to wear it now. I wasn't in love with their color options when I was looking at them online. I ended up ordering the peach just because I didn't want white or black, and some of the other colors were really bright. This was actually like one of the softer colors, but I thought it would still complement my skin tone. I'm really happy with it. I'm also packing nursing bras, maternity bras, and then a couple sets of breast pads just in case I'm leaking. I have read and heard that sometimes your breast milk doesn't come in for a few days. So in case it does come in while I'm still in the hospital, I'll have the pads to help me out with that. So I debated on what kind of nipple cream to get quite a bit, and I ended up with Mother Love nipple cream. I read the reviews. It's supposed to be really good. The ingredients are very minimal. It just has extra virgin olive oil, beeswax, shea butter, marshmallow root, and calendula flower. I'm not sure what that is, but I'm hoping this works out. I wanted to have it with me in case we are in the hospital for a few days. I do start to get a little chapped, and I have the latching consultant there, so I'll have this. My doula suggested two things that were important for labor and just being in the hospital: hand sanitizer and chapstick. She says that from the breathing, your lips get very chapped, so those are two other essential items that I'm bringing just to help me while I'm in the hospital laboring. And then a lot of people said you need comfortable socks. I love my stance socks, which is crazy because they're what I normally wear to work out in. You can pull them up high. They have crazy prints, but I love them because they keep me warm and keep me cool at the same time. I know that sounds crazy, but I wear them to work out in because they're not super hot. There's something about the material that they use to make their socks that I just love. They're super, super soft, but they'll keep you warm when it's necessary, but they won't be overly hot. Do you know what I mean? So I obviously need clothes to come home in, so my going home outfit is nothing glamorous. I'm literally wearing a thermal shirt of my husband's because it's super comfortable and it's loose, and a pair of black leggings from Lululemon. They're the 7/8, I think. I think that's what they are. But they're really high. Actually, no, that's a different brand. They're the Wonder Under. They're super high-waisted, so I've read that in the case that you have a C-section, it's nice to have something that covers your belly and kind of holds you in. Also, they're black, so I think that'll make me feel more comfortable in the case that I'm bleeding. You can't see my pad or whatever is going on. I just think I'll feel more comfortable in just black leggings. And I purchased a pack of like really ugly like just plain white Hanes underwear to wear for like the first few days or few weeks or whatever, because I know I'll be bleeding and I don't want to ruin my underwear. I've been told not to pack sanitary pads or anything of that nature because the hospital provides all of those things. So I think what I will pack is like maybe 2 sanitary pads, just in case the ones that the hospital provides are really, really thick and uncomfortable. I don't like wearing sanitary pads, but I know you have to wear them after you've had a baby. So it will just be nice to have options. I think that'll make me feel more comfortable. So the baby needs something to come home in, and an old client of mine really sweetly bought me a kind of expensive newborn outfit. It's from a company called Baby Mori, and they make really cute stuff. She got me like a starter set. It's just like a little shirt, and then has little pants to go with it, and a little hat, little booties, which are separate. I got these separately. These are not from Baby Mori. These are just from Kohl's, I think. And then it also has a onesie. All of their items have this little guy, this little person with 2 eyes and legs, which is really cute. I don't know if you can see that on their symbol. But when I had an ultrasound last week, he's predicted to be about 7 pounds and 12 ounces. I am a little concerned that he's not going to fit this stuff, so I'm probably going to bring a larger outfit just in case, but it would be really nice to bring him home in this. The material is so soft. I really highly recommend checking this company out if you're looking for something nice. They have little like sleep sets and sleepwear, and it's just so buttery soft. I'm reading the materials that they use to make it, and it says it's 70% bamboo and 30% organic cotton, and wow, they're really, really soft. So I recommend that. I'm hoping to be able to bring him home in that. And then it's February, and it's cold here in Virginia. My husband and I were both kind of concerned about bringing him home in something that would be warm enough. So I found this at H&M. It's like a little teddy bear material, zips all the way down to the foot. It has foot coverings and hand coverings, so he will not be cold, that's for sure. And I have reassured my husband that, you know, we'll be able to go and warm the car up. Like, we're not just going out to the car in the freezing cold. And honestly, here in Virginia, you never know what the weather is going to be like. Today, it's like mid-50s, almost 60s, and it's February. Like, that's warm. We have warmer days in the dead of winter, so never know what it's going to be like. But in the case that it is a cold day, we'll have this. So a couple other things I packed for my comfort, for my husband's comfort. I packed a large, really, really comfortable blanket that either I can have in my bed or he can sleep with. Also, a couple extra pillows for him or for me. I'm not really sure what the hospital provides or if it's going to be comfortable. If we don't use them, we don't use them. It's not a big deal. I also am packing the boppy. I'm not sure if I'll use it or not. I've watched videos where people have not mentioned one. I've watched videos where people are like, you need this for breastfeeding. Especially, I'm thinking if I need help latching, it'd be nice to have the boppy because I know I'm going to be using it at home. The only drawback that I've heard is that if you do have a C-section, the boppy is not very comfortable to use because of your wound on your stomach. So we'll see. I'm going to bring it just in case. A couple things I'm bringing to help me with labor are my speaker, my Bluetooth speaker to play some music. I'm not sure if I'm gonna wanna listen to music or how I'm gonna feel, but just in case, I am a music person. I think that I will want it, I'll have it. I'm gonna bring some headphones in the case that I am induced and I'm just kind of laying around. I can watch Netflix on my phone with my headphones. I can just kind of pass the time that way. I'm going to bring some essential oils. I am not sure if I'm going to bring the diffuser to go with it because I'm not sure if I'll have room or if they'll let me diffuse. I really only diffuse essential oils at night when I'm sleeping. So I'm not sure if it's something I'm going to want during labor, but I'm going to bring the actual oils, and then I can always put them on a washcloth and just breathe them in if I feel like I want to. I'm going to bring peppermint and lavender. Peppermint, I did not like in the early stages of my labor. It's supposed to help with nausea, but for some reason it did not help me with my nausea. It was like the opposite. But now that I'm way later in my pregnancy, I like peppermint a lot. I just feel like it helps me breathe. It just opens everything up. It just makes me feel clear and I can breathe better. And then the lavender is supposed to be calming, so I'll have both of those. And that's normally what I diffuse at night. They say you shouldn't diffuse or have anything in your labor that you don't normally have, because I'm not sure why, but it kind of makes sense. You don't want to be exposing yourself to this new scent when you're in this really crazy space of labor, and just kind of throw yourself off. So I think it does make sense to have something you're familiar with. And then my doula suggested coconut water, especially because you're not able to eat anything. A lot of times during labor you don't want to eat, or if you're induced they tell you you can't eat. So the coconut water will be nice because it has some flavor and it also has electrolytes to keep you hydrated. So I'll have that. All of my toiletries, I made sure that I got travel packs of toothbrushes for my husband and I, toothpaste, Listerine, floss. I am going to bring some hair items. I don't know if they have a blow dryer. That's actually something I need to call the hospital and ask them about. I don't really want to pack a blow dryer. It just takes up a lot of space. And I don't really know if I'm gonna wash my hair, but just in case, I am planning to bring my flat iron brush, a hair tie. My doula has said that you want to make sure you have a hair tie or something to hold your hair back during labor, just because you just don't want hair in your face. It can be very distracting. I'm also going to bring dry shampoo in the case that I don't wash my hair, and I'm going to bring shampoo and conditioner in case that I do wash my hair, face wash and moisturizer for my face as well. As far as makeup goes, I do not care really what I look like right now. All I care about is having this baby and laboring just in a really good headspace. My appearance is not at the top of my list, but I may pack just some tinted moisturizer and some mascara in the case that we have visitors and I decide that I do want to get a little cleaned up. But I don't plan to have professional pictures taken. It's not a very vain event for me. It's not something that I'm thinking about myself, but it will be nice just in case. I don't know how I'm going to feel after this baby comes out, so in the case that I feel like getting a little gussied up, I'll have a couple things to do that with. I also made sure to pack deodorant, and I do use the Native brand. I highly recommend it if you're looking for a natural deodorant. I have tried quite a few. There is one I like from Lush. I just hate having to order it, and now Target sells Native. I'll link them in the description box below. It's a really, really good deodorant brand. No aluminum, none of the crap that you see in regular like deodorants that you'll find in the drugstore. And the only thing I'll say about it is that you do have to use it every single day. I was able before to get away with kind of skipping every other day because I was wearing deodorant or antiperspirant or like a mix, and so it kind of lives in your skin, and so you could skip a day. This stuff does not, and that's actually a good thing. It should not live in your skin. That's not good. So my husband packed his own bag. I know that one thing he's bringing just in case out of the ordinary is a bathing suit, just like some swim trunks. I'm not sure if they'll let me go in the shower during labor, but my doula suggested it just in case, so he can be in there. He doesn't have to get soaking wet, or doesn't have to be naked, or ruin his clothes or whatever. So he'll have his swim trunks that he can change into. If we, you know, the hospital does provide a tub as well, so in the case that I want to get in the tub, he'll have the trunks that he can just be in. I thought that was a really smart idea. And I think that about covers it. I can't think of anything else that we're bringing. It's pretty essential, straightforward stuff. If you happen to see this video before I go into labor and there's something that I'm absolutely missing, please leave me a comment and tell me, and hopefully I catch it before we leave for the hospital. I am hoping to go into spontaneous labor. It's not looking super promising right now. The last couple times that I went to the doctor, I was 0% effaced and 0 centimeters dilated. My cervix is not looking very favorable for induction, so I will have to be induced no later than 40 weeks because I was diagnosed with gestational diabetes. We will see how this goes. I am not really able to mentally prepare for anything right now because I don't know what's going to happen. So the only thing I can really focus on is this bag. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just packing this bag, and I'm gonna try to get a nursery tour video up, and I'm gonna try to get some good sleep and watch some happy things on Netflix because I watched Ted Bundy tapes last night, and that is not going to raise my oxytocin and put me in spontaneous labor. So no more of that. Every time I got up to pee, I was like thinking about Ted Bundy and all these women, and it was just not a good headspace to be in. So also, if you have some suggestions on things to watch on Netflix, please leave me a comment, let me know. I want happy things, things to raise my oxytocin and make me feel good. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and you like this video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.